Pope Leo XIV once said in reference to abuse that, quote, prevention and care are not just pastoral strategies, they lie at the heart of the gospel, end quote. In other words, preventing abuse isn't optional, it's central to living out the gospel. One area where prevention is urgently needed is with adults who experience abuse in faith settings. Abuse is rarely simple. There are layers of complexity. But as we've listened to survivors and experts, one reality keeps coming up. You cannot have a real conversation about adult abuse without talking about power. So let's talk about abuse, power, and power differentials. The theologian Romano Guardini defined power as real energies capable of changing the reality of things, along with the will to establish specific goals and to launch and direct energies toward those goals. So we all have some degree of power, the ability to change reality, to set goals, and to achieve them. But some people have more power than others. Power shapes relationships in countless ways, through social status, wealth, gender, race, and in spiritual settings, spiritual authority adds yet another layer of influence. A key concept here is the power differential, a relationship in which one person holds spiritual, emotional, or institutional authority over another. This can make someone vulnerable to abuse. We already recognize this in other contexts, between doctors and patients, or mental health professionals and clients, where laws protect people from being manipulated into sexual relationships. Clergy and church leaders should be held to the same standard. When someone comes for spiritual care, they must be able to trust that their leader will not exploit their authority. Until we acknowledge that imbalanced power impacts consent, we can't fully prevent harm in these relationships. Facing the truth about power is the first step toward building a safer, more Christ-like church, where trust is honored and abuse is never tolerated.
Thanks for watching. Before you go, we'd love to tell you about our new audio documentary.
We've all felt the shock of learning about darkness in places that we thought were safe.
We felt that shock too. Last year, we shared our own stories of spiritual abuse publicly.
Now we're going deeper and Descent into Light, an 8-part audio documentary to explore how adult abuse happens in spiritual settings and how to prevent it.
Listening to this series is for the courageous. It's about hope, but not the easy kind. This is about a hope forged in darkness.
Join us. Together we can face the darkness because God lights the way.
Listen to Descent into Light at sistersofthelittleWay.com or wherever you get your podcasts.